part-time contingent. I worked for 8 years as a part-time contingent, and then I was lucky enough to have worked for the last 11 as a full-time contingent. I have a 3-year term appointment, a luxury that's not afforded to everybody working in a contingent line across SUNY. I'm on the negotiations team to help educate and advocate for my fellow contingents. We need all of you, all our members, to stand up for your part-time and full-time contingent colleagues. We need you to support gains for them at contract negotiations. Contingent employees deserve job security. Our part-time and full-time folks need pathways to permanency. They need longer-term appointments. No one should suffer the indignity of a semester-to-semester appointment, ever. Our part-time academics should have enough work to be benefits eligible. They should be able to plan their lives, invest in their campuses, and be activists in UUP. They should be paid fairly for their work. We need to raise the part-time per course minimum and the lowest SL grades. We have to. And our contingent members need us all to fight to ensure that no contingent must face having student evaluations of teaching as the only or primary means of determining reappointment or promotion. How do you find your contingent colleagues and show your support? This is how. You repeat after me. Everywhere we go, people ought to know, who we are, so we tell them, we are contingent, the UUP contingent. Let's fight to win a fair contract for our most vulnerable members.
All right. Now again, a lot of great stuff going on. Do not forget, you got those little tickets in front of you. Do those now. We're going to make sure the voices that are being heard right here on this lawn, hopefully spreading across this campus, they spread further. They need to reach all the way downtown. They need to reach Syracuse. They need to reach across the state. This is one way we can do it right now. Take a moment to do that. Now, I want to bring out Brett Benjamin to say a few words about the contract. We all know Brett. We all love Brett. But Brett, one thing we know about Brett is Brett does not like walking into a cold room. Okay, Brett likes energy. So you got to tell Brett, what do you want? And when do you want it? What did you want? And when did you want it? All right, let's let Brett come up here. He's going to tell you how we're going to do that. All right.
Hey, Philippe, how long have you been on this campus? 30 years. Have you seen a rally this big on this campus? I think this is the biggest rally at the University of Albany's ever seen. It's fantastic. You look great. So Fred told me he hates the no justice, no peace thing, so we're going to do that. But the folks at the Albany Hilton taught me how to do it right with a little bit of bump. And so instead of just no justice, no peace, you add a little bit of movement, right? You say, if we don't get no justice, then you don't get no peace. No justice? No peace. No justice? No peace. If we don't get no contract, then you don't get no peace. No contract? No peace. No contract? No peace. No wages? No peace. No job security? No peace. No telecommuting? No peace. All right. Sign the damn cards to Chancellor King. Take that little quarter sheet out of your pocket and sign the letter. And you can sign it 12 times, I don't care. Put all the emails you have in there, sign it 1,000,000 times. Chancellor King needs 10,000 emails this week telling them that we need a fair contract and we need it now, right? What are we fighting for? Our colleagues have already told you for. We're fighting for fair wages. We are trying to get real salary increases, but we're also trying to say, bye-bye DSI. Bye-bye DSI. We want longevity raises. We want service awards. We want rational, predictable means of payment for all of our members that are equitable, that are not corrosive, that address compression, that are guaranteed. That's what we need. Chancellor King needs to hear that. We are fighting for contingent faculty. Jackie already said it. I mean it. We need a fair increase in the minimum salary for our faculty members who teach the majority of the classes on our SUNY campuses. Chancellor King needs to hear that. He also needs to hear that we need job security, and we need it now. We need progressively longer term appointments so that, as Jackie said, nobody is looking at the indignity of semester by semester appointments. Unacceptable. We need pathways from part-time to full-time employment so we can have careers and stable, and we need pathways to permanency so that we can increase the numbers of tenured activists that we have out here fighting for what matters, right? Yeah. Contingents needed now. Tell Chancellor King, take your phones out, tell him. Our healthcare workers, I don't use this word lightly, they have worked heroically. Heroically. They deserve raises now. Now. Raditha outlined them. They need wages. They need job security. Our healthcare workers need to be put up at the front of this contract too. We need to fight for those folks because they are absolutely a central pillar in the provision of healthcare across the state. And our professionals and librarians have told us over and over again, they want control of their work lives. They want to be able to dictate the terms of the work, so they want real telecommuting agreements, right? Are we going to fight for telecommuting? Yes. Tell Chancellor King right now that we need telecommuting. We need control over our lives, right? That's what we're fighting for. The Chancellor knows it, SUNY knows it, OER knows it. This is what we got to do to get to a contract, right? We got to get to this. We got to get to this deal. We've already talked about a lot of this. What do we do as unions? Fred said it. We lift everybody up. We lift everybody up. But we pay attention to those who need it most. We look out for those who are most vulnerable, who need it right now. So we need to put our contingents and our healthcare workers and the other members of our unit who absolutely need redress right now up front and say, these are our demands, we want them now. What else do unions do? Contract campaigns produce real solidarities. Real solidarities. How many of you are tenured academics here? Make some noise. Are you ready to fight for your contingent colleagues right now? Their fight's our fight. Yes. How many of you are professionals and healthcare workers? Are you ready to fight for the campuses here across this state? Listen, we win this together. No splitting us up. No language in our chapters that says, well, they get this and we don't get that. We don't take any of that. We're in this together. We fight for what matters. We're going to win together, right? You know what else we fight for? When we fight for ourselves, we fight for our students and our patients, and we fight for SUNY, because SUNY doesn't fight for itself. It never fights for itself. So we're going to be fighting for all of you, and we're going to be fighting for our students and our patients, and we're going to be fighting for the idea of public higher education, the idea of public health care, because it's not only wealthy folks who deserve to have access to an education, and it's not only those who afford it should be able to get health care, right? We have to win this fight because this is about the society in which we want to live, right? And here's the last point. They gave me a microphone. They knew it was an occupational hazard. I blame Aaron. Here's the last point. You see me when I do the Zooms in my professorial mode. I got my shirt on, buttons. I try to be calm. I try to be clear and rational. But I want to tell you right now, I want these demands. Like, I want them so bad. I'm really, really hungry for these things. I want these things. I know you do too. I know you do too. I can't tell you how much I want them. How do we get them? We fight and we win. right? What do? We fight and we win, right? Because we want more. We want more. We want more, right? So here's what's going to happen. We're going to go to the negotiation table. We got a batch of people from the negotiation team. We're going to fight like hell at the table. But we need everybody here. This is a fantastic rally. This is exactly the way we needed to kick this off. We have 700 people here. I don't know. This is the biggest rally we've seen on this campus, as far as I know, ever. We need these all across the state this week. We need 10,000 letters in Chancellor King's email box telling him what we need, right? Yeah. This is absolutely right now. But we're not going to get everything. You know how the sausage is made. We don't win it all right now. These are modest demands. These are righteous demands. They are principled demands. Everything we have on the table is a minimum demand. We're not going to get it all, but you know what? This isn't the beginning of this struggle, and this isn't the end of this struggle. This doesn't end with a rally, and it doesn't end with a contract. The wins we make in this contract, and we're going to win. We're going to get big wins in this contract. We're going to win. The wins we win in this contract lay the groundwork for the next fight, right? Because labor is always going to be asked to work harder and faster and cheaper. And labor in return is going to insist that we have the right to be paid what we're owed, that we have the right to control our work lives, that we ought to have meaningful, fulfilling jobs that meet real social needs. And so we're going to fight for that today, and we're going to win some of that in this contract, but we're not going to win it all. And you know what? We come back tomorrow and we fight for some more, right? We fight and we win. We fight and we win. We fight and we win. And we want more. We want more. We want more. Always more, right? Not going to stop. This is our fight. All right. Solidarity, people.
All right, folks.